So thanks for being here tonight, guys. Today is our second week for Coach Basics for the month of December for Team Forever Strong. And I hope that you guys are learning a lot in the Coach Basics training. I hope that you're really getting a lot out of it and you're really engaged and you're just absorbing it and then applying it to your business. And if you ever have any questions, like I said before, feel free to, go ahead and you can send me a message, or you can go ahead and you can ask the question in the Coach Basics group and then tag my name. And I'm happy to get back to you right away so that I can help you guys have success right off the bat. So you guys are doing awesome. And I wanted to spend tonight talking about tracking your business by using the business activity tracker. And if you don't have a copy of this, if you go into the Coach Basics group, in the files section, I have a PDF that you can download, but it's a business activity tracker, and we call it the BAT, B-A-T, and it's a way for you to track the different things that you should be doing to work on your business every single day. So that way you can see, where you're going right, where you're kind of, missing, and so that you can, and continue to improve from there. So I printed it out right here for you guys, and I'm going to it looks like this. And basically, guys, it's just a way for you to keep track of the different things, like I said, every day that you should be doing to build your business. So I mentioned on the last call last week that this really is such a simple business. I mean, everything is given to you. It's super simple. That part is simple because it's all given to you and you don't have to go out and create anything on your own. Everything is handed to you. The trainings are there. The different groups are there. The YouTube videos are there. All of these different things, like the business activity tracker, is here for you. So we can sit here and we can tell you exactly what you need to do. The thing that's difficult is being self-disciplined enough to do these things every single day. And it's these things on the business activity tracker that I'm going to go over are the simple things that you need to commit to doing every single day if you want to build a business. So remember to start thinking and conditioning your brain to realize that you are a CEO, you are your own business owner. This is your own business, and how you treat it is how it will reward you. So people use different things to track their business. When I first started, I used this tracker, and then I eventually just ended up just using a 5-subject notebook because that's what worked for me. And I would record everything down on there when I sat down to do my work. So really, do what works for you, but you have to track your business. You have to track who you're reaching out to. You have to track who you're following up with. You have to track, if you're drinking your shake, are you doing your workout? Are you checking into the challenge group? All those things that I'm going to go over right now. So I wanted to go down it, and if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat box, and I'll stop at the end of this piece just to see if you guys have any questions about it. So here we go, the business activity tracker here. There's all different days. The first one is be proof the products work. And again, this is daily activities that need to be done in order for you to have success as a coach. You don't have to sit here and show up and go balls to the wall every single day, but you do have to show up and do something every day. And it starts with doing these bare bone minimum requirements right here on the activity tracker. So the first one, being proof the product works, is just drinking your shake and your workout every day. And there's a checklist here. It's, did I drink my shake? Did I do my workout? You give yourself a check mark. That's it. Simple. The next one is personal development. This is this is so important, guys, because if you aren't willing to grow and you're not willing to work on self-improvement by doing personal development that will lead to this personal self-growth, then it will be extremely, almost near impossible for you to help other people improve on themselves as well. So it always starts with you and what you're doing to help yourself become better, right? So we always say that we recommend doing at least 10 minutes of personal development every single day. So if you've picked up either a copy of The Compound Effect or The Slight Edge, those are the two very first books that you should start off reading. And it's not a lot. It's 10 minutes a day. And I know for myself, what works for me is I don't do any of my work until nighttime when the kids go to bed. but it's the first thing that I do before I do anything else. Is I will open up the book that I'm reading, and I will, read it for a good 15 minutes. So that way it gets my mind right. I can share something that I learned with the other leaders on the team, or just, on Team Forever Strong. And then I can shift my focus and work on these other things that I'm going over on the business activity tracker. So figure out when you're going to do it, but don't skip it. I definitely didn't do this for the first 6 months of my business because I thought I didn't need it. And you will quickly realize that you will only get so far without it, and that the only way to get to the next level is if you start doing this consistently every day. My personal favorite, like I said, is the Slight Edge. So it's up to you which one you want to read, but make sure that you're committing to 10 minutes of it every single day, and then you're going to give yourself a check for it as well. Staying connected is the next piece on this. So this just means that right here, like right now, you're showing up on these weekly calls, or if you can't make it live, because I know there are a lot of people on different time zones and we have sports for the kids and things like that going on, you're at least catching the recording that I put in the page, that you're showing up on the weekly team call. So every Thursday night, Team Forever Strong has our weekly team call from 8:30 to 9:15 p.m. That you are listening to the National Wake Up Call. So I can never catch these live, but every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I always have to catch the replay because I can't do it on with the kids. But this is when they take the top leaders, and it's a different coach and a different leader every single week, and they come on and they teach you what they did to have success, like little nuggets of information, like really powerful stuff that will help you have success. And so when I first became a coach, I never missed any of those. And I would go into my Coach Online office and I would listen to replay after replay after replay from previous months before I even was a coach myself personally, because I wanted to just be a sponge and learn as much as possible, because I wanted to make it big with this, and I wanted to be where those people were. I wanted my life to change that bad. So if you can't make it live, just make sure that you are again catching the replay for that. So I'll usually do the replay on Monday nights once the kids go to bed. That will be like my personal development for the day, will be that replay for that call. All right. Staying connected also means that you are checking in to your team page. So whatever team page you are in for your upline coach, don't live in it, but when you have your time set aside for when you're going to be working on this business, say, for example, you're going to work on this business every single night from 9 to 10 p.m. That's going to be your hour if you do an hour. You would just simply check in to the team page, like and comment on certain posts, see if there's anything really important that you missed, and then you leave the page. You don't have to be on your phone 24/7 checking every single notification that goes off. That's just going to make you go crazy, and then you won't be fully present in what you're doing at the moment. So make sure that you have that business time and those business hours set aside, and that you're only going into the page once a day, checking what you missed, and then you're leaving. And then you're not going back in there again until tomorrow when it comes time to work on your business again. The next piece on the business activity tracker here is your social media posting. Posting and sharing on social media. 3 posts a day. You're going to give yourself a check mark. So we always recommend that you do 3 posts a day, and not like a Beachbody billboard, so that people don't think you have a family or that you work or they don't know anything else about you. You definitely want to have a good mix. So I always tell my coaches to make sure that you do 1 personal post, something about, what you're doing that day with your family. Maybe you went for a walk, maybe you played fetch with a dog, maybe you went on a picnic, maybe you did Christmas shopping, whatever it is. You share that piece so that people can see that you're a real person and that you're not just Beachbody, 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 right? So you share something like that about yourself. You want people to know when they go to your wall that you're a mom, or that you're a working mom, or that you're a stay-at-home mom, or that you're a part-time working mom, that you do workouts at home. You want them to see this other side of you, that you're married or that you're single. Whatever it is, you want them to get a glimpse into your life. So that would be 1 post. The next post that I always tell people to do is something health and fitness related. So that one's an easy one because everyone should be in a fitness program anyways right now. So you can share anything. It could be a recipe that you tried. Just take a picture of your food, share the recipe below, talk about how much you liked it. You could share a recipe you're going to make. You could share a picture of a workout video you did or a workout picture you did. Anything that is going on with your health and fitness, you can go ahead and you can share that, all right, so that people can see that you are at least in a health and fitness program. Because the truth is, guys, right now, not a lot of people are going to be serious about starting a health and fitness program, right? Christmas is coming up. The New Year is right around the corner. Right now, people have January 1st in their mind. If you want to really have this thing explode and you really want this thing to take off to the next level, you have to be the one that's still showing up every single day when nobody else is. Because come December 26th and come January 1st, people are going to have their plan in place of what they want to do to get healthier. And if you are showing up every day, showing that you are doing a workout program, you're being realistic, you're working on, it's all about balance. If you're that person, then they are going to choose to go to you. And that's going to be their plan. But if you're not that person and you're inconsistent, then this person who is looking for a new beginning is going to either waste their money at a gym, they're going to go to another coach who is showing up and being consistent every day on social media, or they're just going to do something completely different because you're not in the back of their mind. So no matter what, guys, it's not going to be perfect right now for us. I know that. I don't expect everybody to be eating grilled chicken and, steamed asparagus every single day. I know there's going to be parties and Christmas and all that stuff, and we want you to still enjoy that. It's all about balance, but you still have to be showing up every day and showing your audience that I am committed. I am here. I may not be perfect, but I'm here. I'm pressing play. I'm drinking my superfood shake every day to make sure I'm getting all the vitamins and minerals my body needs. I'm doing these things because I'm going to end the year better than I am today. So that's your job right now, guys, is to really make sure that you are focusing 150% on yourself and sharing yourself and your journey on social media so that people can see you and that they will know to go to you. So that's a second post that you can do. And the third post that you should be doing should be something motivational. It could be a quote, and I talked about this last week. It could be a quote that you go to get from Pinterest, and just personalize everything. So, never go to the Beachbody website and take the stock photo images off of like Autumn Calabrese or of Joel Freeman and Jericho from Core to Force and post it up there. People are buying into you. Okay, so they could go to the website and they could, call the number and they could get Core to Force and they can get the 21-day fix. They can get all that stuff. They don't need to see Beachbody, Beachbody, Beachbody. They need to see you and what you're doing because you have something that they want and they want to be a part of. And so always personalize everything as much as you can. Remember that. People are buying you. So that's that next piece for the daily activities on your business activity tracker. The next piece, and this is so important, guys, is to make sure that you are adding 2 to 5 new contacts to your friend list every single day. Now, if you were like me, I was pretty aggressive when I first became a coach. I only had 300 friends, but I really was dead serious about this working. I could not leave my kids and go back to my teaching career. So when I was told to add 2 to 5 new contacts to my list every day, I would add 10, right? I would always triple it. When I was told invite 3 to 5 people every day, I tripled to quadrupled that, right? So if you're like me and you're going more, you're going to run through your warm market of people. And then you're going to be wondering, who can I talk to now? I've already reached out to all my friends. Nobody's gotten back to me. Nobody wants to do this right now. But if you are adding 2 to 5 new contacts every single day, it is legit impossible to run out of people. I never have ever worried about that because since day one of owning this business, I've made sure to add 2 to 5 new friends. And all I do, and it's very simple, this is how I do it. I go to my friends, let's just say I go to somebody that I went to high school with, right? They're not a coach, obviously. And I go to them and I click on their friends. And anytime that I see that we have like 8 or more mutual friends in common, I'll look at who those mutual friends are, right? If I don't see anybody on there who's a Beachbody coach, then I will add them as a friend, because you don't want to be friend requesting people who already have Beachbody coaches as mutual friends, because that's like their territory. Do you know what I mean? So if you see that there's no Beachbody coach that you can identify with on there, send them a friend request. And that's what I would do. And I would do that to as many people as I could every single day. And when they accepted my friend request, I didn't reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. I've never done that. I just wrote their name down in my notebook for new friends accepted or new friends on Facebook. So I would have this list of names. And all it is, guys, is it means that now you are having more eyes on you. That's what you want. The more eyes on you, the better. The more people, the more friends that you have on Facebook watching your posts, watching you press play, watching you talk about the business opportunity and all that, the more success you're going to have, right? So if you have someone who has like 800 friends on Facebook, and then you have someone who has 2,400 friends on Facebook, right? Those two people can make the same exact post, but the person who has 2,400 friends is going to have 3 times as many eyes on them as the person with 800 friends. And so, again, this is a checklist that you should be going down. Like when you sit down to do your work every night, you should be going through all these things on your business activity tracker and making sure that you're adding those new people to your network every day. You're not going to go and spam them and be like, oh, hey, you want to join my challenge group? As soon as they accept your friend request, you are going to now let them watch you. You're going to take the time to go and like their post, to comment on their post, and it's new people to start to build relationships with. So that way, when you feel comfortable and the time is right, you can invite them to a challenge group and it won't be awkward or weird. All right. The next piece on the business activity tracker is inviting to join a challenge group. I swear this piece people forget. Inviting to a challenge group is not just making a post on Facebook saying, I'm running a group, who wants to do it? Or let me know if you want to do it. You are going to build your business all behind the scenes. It's going to be all private messages, guys. Mark my word. That's how I've built my business. That's how any other successful coach in the business has built it and has had success. It's been because they've been behind the scenes in private messages, talking to people, inviting people to challenge groups, getting to know them. That's where it's happened. Over time, if you are consistent with posting on social media 3 times a day, yes, people will start to come to you. All right. Honestly, it took me a good 15 months of showing up and posting and sharing 3 different things every single day on social media for people to start to come to me. So at the 15-month mark of me sharing 3 times a day, people would finally start to come to me because they knew that I was someone who was going to be reliable, and they knew that I was going to be there showing up every day. They knew they could trust me. They knew who I was. They could see that I was authentic. And when they were ready to get started on a health and fitness journey or on a business venture, they knew that I was the one to go to. And so they would come to me. And so now, because of that consistency, I can hit Success Club every single month with people just coming to me. But that doesn't happen right away. And it didn't happen for me right away either. It happened by me private messaging people with straight up invites to our challenge group. And if you need help with scripts, like I said, you can message me. I can share in the group. But you want to be doing 2 to 5 invites every single day, like legit, explicit invites to our challenge group. And we just had one that kicked off yesterday. So you guys can start to focus on one that's going to start on, let me look at the calendar here. You guys can start to get one together. You could say December 26th, or you could say January 2nd, but you definitely want to make sure that you're doing this every single day. So that way you can get a group of people together and that they can have their things ordered. It can come in on time before the group starts, before the new year starts, so that it gives them time to really check it all out, get a plan in place so that we can set these people up to have really incredible success come the new year. Okay, so this piece has to be done all in private messages behind the scenes, 2 to 5 people every single day. Now that's just the bare bones minimum. feel free to do more. Like I said, I kind of hit the ground running at the beginning when I first became a coach. So I would do like 20 a day. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying it's your business. This is the bare bones, and you can do what you want with it. All right. Just make sure you're doing it every day. Never let a day go by, guys, where you are not behind the scenes talking to people. All right. The next piece on the business activity tracker is inviting people to learn about the business opportunity. Now, this is kind of scary, right? At the beginning when you're a brand new coach, because you haven't really seen the effects of owning your own business. You don't really have much to say for it yet, right? You see the success your coach is having, or your upline coach is having, or these other leaders in the company are having, but you haven't had that personal success yet yourself. So you kind of think, what the heck am I even going to say about this? Well, this is what I would do, and this is what I did at the beginning. I would make a list, guys, of all the things that you love about coaching. And that's what I did when I first became a coach. I made a long list, and I still add to it, of all the things that I love about coaching. I love the friendships that I've made. I love the positive support and encouragement that we get every single day. I love the support from our challenge groups. So that way, when I'm working on my health and fitness goals, I know that I'm not alone. And I know that I'm not going to fail because I have so many other people right here with me. And you would make a list of these things. And you can talk about those kinds of things every day and behind the scenes when you're inviting people to the business opportunity. Now, we do run twice a month. We do run coach blitzes twice a month for 1 hour. It's a 1 hour event. Guys, this is how I've built my business. It's from these coaching events on Facebook that we run. So when I first became a coach, I had no idea either what I was saying, but my upline coach was running these coach sneak peeks twice a month. And all I know is that she said to her team and to me that if you want to have success and you want to be able to create this lifetime of freedom and have this flexibility, you have to build a team. You have to bring other people into this business who want to build a business. It can't just be people who want to get started on their health and fitness journey. That's not going to build you a business that leads to residual income. It's building a team over time, right? So when she said that, I made sure that I added people to those coach sneak peeks every single time that she ran them. And so with our team, and I'm not sure what your upline coach is, your direct upline coach does, but myself personally, I run these coach blitzes twice a month. And it's a 1 hour blitz, and it's all on Facebook in a private group. And all it is every 5 minutes, right, a really quick video or a post goes up that talks about this business opportunity. So that way, people who want to learn more about this can hear it, and it's really fun, and it's exciting, and it's engaging, and it's for 1 hour, and you're done. And I've done everything, guys. I've done the 1 hour live webinars. I've done those 5-day or 3-day coach sneak peeks before that people go into to learn about coaching. The Coach Blitz, guys, this 1 hour Coach Blitz is what has really helped me take my business to the next level. So make sure that you are in the team page and you are looking at the cover photo to see the dates of when those Coach Blitzes are. I always have them in there at the beginning of the month, and we just had one last night, so it'll be another one in 2 more weeks from now. But you want to personally invite people to it, and I literally copy and paste the same thing, and I will message anyone and everyone. And I literally just say, like, hey, Alicia, I just wanted to let you know our team is going to be doing a live 1 hour coaching free blitz tonight. It's just a chance for people to be a fly on the wall and learn more about coaching to see if it's something you might want to do or not. It's a lot of fun. Would you like me to invite you to it? That's it. I copy and paste it to as many people as possible. So you should always make sure that you are plugging at least 3 people in to whenever we have those coach blitzes, or whatever your coach does to talk about the business. You want to take advantage of that, because that is what is going to grow your business. At the beginning, like I said, you're nervous. You don't know what to say. You feel like you don't have anything to show for it. Like, how can I get people onto my team if, like, I don't have anything to show yet? This is how it's done. It's all laid out for you. All the posts are already up and running. You just have to go behind the scenes and invite. I think I just have a question here. Yes, and I will send my invites to the free groups. And just to let everybody know too, because I know I had a question about this before too. So this is actually kind of funny, but I actually never private message and personally invite people to my free groups. I've actually never done that. What I do I private message people to our straight up challenge groups, like the 21-day fix and to like the core to force, whatever ones we have going, right? That is where my initial invite starts, and that's where yours should start too. And after talking to people, if they say they can't afford it, no matter what I've said, no matter how I've tried to break it down, then I let them know about our free group that we have kicking off this month or the next month. So that way there's always something to plug somebody into. So what I do, and you can do whatever you want because it's your own business. I'm just sharing with you what I've done over time. For the free groups that I run, all I do for that is I just will make a post on Facebook about the free group. I'll do it on my personal page, and I'll do it on my like page, and I'll do it on my Instagram account. Just the same exact post. And that's how I get people added into that. But I actually never spend like legit time because time is so precious. I don't spend it sitting down like targeting people for free groups. Free groups are great. They build new relationships for you. But I use that as like my backup for people who like truly cannot afford anything. So I just want you to keep that in mind, right? You want to be making sure that you're behind the scenes inviting to our challenge groups first to get the challenge pack so they can get the most bang for their buck and they can get the best results possible. And then if they absolutely can't afford it, then I hit them up with the free group because we don't want to just leave them hanging, right? All right. So we talked about inviting to our challenge groups, inviting to learn about the business. And if you feel nervous, it just gets easier with time. The more you talk to people, I'm telling you, it really does get easier as time goes on. And as you stay consistent, you'll start to have more success, and then your confidence will go up, and you'll be able to speak about it more, right? All right, the next piece, and this is really the key, one of the keys. I feel like there's so many important pieces, but these are the most important things, guys. This is what's going to actually build your business. So this next part is just following up with people. So when we say that it's important, right, to invite people to a challenge group or to invite people to the coaching opportunity, a lot of people think that all it is this one message that you send to people and you ask them if they want to be a part of it. And then you don't hear back from them and then you never talk to them again. That's where you're so wrong, all right? The key and the magic and the fortune is in the follow-up. You need to follow up with all of those people that you've ever invited. 3, 4, 5. It takes a total of like 7 follow-ups before you can actually get somebody to convert and come in and join one of our challenge groups. That's typically, statistically speaking, that's what it is. So if you're just sending that one message and then you're never, ever following up with them again, you're missing out on so many people who really and truly need your help. And when people say no, guys, right away, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't mean that you did something wrong. It literally just means no, not right now. It's not the right time for them. But now you've planted that seed. And when the time is right for them to get started on their health and fitness journey, because you've sent that message, because you've done that follow-up, they're going to know that they can go to you. So always make sure you do your follow-ups. When I send my first set of private messages to people to join my 21-day challenge group or the core to force one, I'll send them all like tonight. I'll do like however many I want to do. And then tomorrow, 24 hours later, I'll do a follow-up with those people. And I have this cycle that keeps going with them. Okay? All right, so always make sure that you follow up. And let's see here. And then the last piece of the business activity tracker is just connecting with the team, which again, kind of is very similar to just the staying connected piece, which is being on the team calls, posting in the team Facebook page, posting and participating in Coach Basics, because no one knows really if you guys are doing the work unless like you comment and like and ask questions. Otherwise, it looks like no one's doing anything. So you want to make sure that you're engaged. And a lot of times people sit back and they say, oh, well, no one else is doing it, so I'm not going to do it. Be the leader. This is what this business is about. You got to be a leader. You can't sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. You have to take initiative and be the first one. So, all right, I have a question here. So how do you follow up after you've done one invite and one follow-up 24 to 48 hours, how do you do that week follow-up without seeming too pushy? So I actually have a bunch of different slides that are in the team page that I can direct you to. And I did a whole team call on this before. I think it was before you probably were a coach. I think it was like last month or so. But so typically this is what I do. So I'll do that very first invite to like the 21-day challenge group or the Core to Force challenge group. And I don't say a lot. I do not say a lot. I keep it as simple as possible because I've found that over time, if you say too many things and you give too many details, people are just totally drawn away from that. But if you keep it really brief and make it sound like it's fun, people will have a better response rate. So usually I'll send that first invite, and then 24 hours later, I'll check in and I'll be like, hey, Alicia, I'm sure you're super busy. I completely get that. It's a crazy time of year. Just wanted to check in and make sure that you got my message from the other day. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I'm happy to answer anything that comes to mind with like a smiley face. So that'll be like my 24-hour follow-up. 48 hours later after that, I'll send them another follow-up and I will say, hey, Alicia, I just wanted to check in one more time because my group is filling up really fast and I didn't want you to miss out. So I've been reserving you this spot in my group in case you were interested in joining us. And it's a ton of fun. So if you could just let me know either way by tonight, if you want to hop in or not, that'd be awesome. And so I kind of put them on the line. I tell them that I've reserved them a spot in our group. The space is limited. Just let me know either way tonight. If I still don't hear back from them, then I wait 3 days. And this is my last message that month to the person. So it's like 4 messages total. So I'll wait like the 2 or 3 days and I'll check back in again and just say, this is the last time I'm going to message you. I promise I'm not going to be a pain in the butt. And I'll like, haha, because that's how I am, haha, like, don't get mad. But maybe this isn't the right time for you right now. I totally get it. Would it be okay if I reached out to you again next month when our team is kicking off our next round of our support and accountability groups? Maybe next month will be a better time for you. And so that's kind of how I end it. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it was helpful. It is all about the wording. Like once you get the wording down, it's just, it's so much easier. And so that's kind of how mine goes. So, and every night and every day, it's like clockwork for me. I'll send out like, I go a little crazy. So you don't have to do this. You do your own pace, but I'll do like 30 invites, right, tonight. And then tomorrow I'll follow up 24 hours later now with those 30 people. And then 48 hours later, I'll do that next one. And then I'll wait 3 days. So it's a cycle that I have going. And you want to make sure though, guys, that, oh my God, whatever you do, write down everybody's name that you're talking to. Because at the very beginning when I ran this business, I didn't write down everybody's name. And it was a total cluster F. Because I was scrolling back through all my Facebook messages, losing track of everyone. I mean, I can't believe how many people I must have, let slip through the cracks because I wasn't actually tracking my business like that. I was doing all these things that I'm going over to you right now, but I wasn't actually writing down everybody's names. And it was like, oh my God, it was a free-for-all. It was crazy. So whatever you do, write it down, find whatever works for you. I have a 5-subject notebook, and I literally have one whole section that says invites. I write the date, I write their name, right? And then when I follow up with them, right next to their name, I'll write FU for follow-up with the little date above it. It's whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong way, but you definitely, guys, have to track it. And it's so important because like 6 months from now, you can go back to that list and follow up with them because you'll have people, guys, that'll come around 8 months from now. I'm not kidding you, 10 months, 1 year. I had 2 people I went to high school with just recently come and sign up with me after watching me for 2 years. And the funny thing is they went with me because they saw me being consistent for 2 years. And there were also 5 other Beachbody coaches in my class that I graduated with in high school. We were all coaches, but they all quit. See, so that's the thing. If you can just choose not to quit and be the last one standing, they're all going to come to you in the end. So just keep showing up and doing these things. And that's the whole business activity tracker, guys. So it's literally the best advice that I can give you is to just like get a calendar, plan out when you're going to be working on this, because I know, like, for me, like at the beginning when I first started this, I was so excited about this. I wanted to work on it 24/7. I had my phone out nonstop, in and out of all these things. And that lasted for about like 2 months. And then I was like, this is crazy. You can't do this because you're not 100% in with one thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're with your family, you should be with your family. If you're out doing work, you should be working or teaching, whatever it is. Then when all that's done, you have your business hours. And so the best thing that you can do is set your business hours, get in your power hour every day. It's got to be a minimum of an hour worth of work on this business every day if you want anything to happen with this. All right, it's going to be an hour. And it doesn't need to be a one straight solid hour. You can break it up and do power pockets. 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, whatever it is. But it's got to be a minimum. There's no way that you can get through all this stuff in less than an hour every day. So 1 hour every single day, set your business time, have this business activity tracker out every day when you sit down to work, and just go through it and have your list out. Like I have my notebook over here with your names of the people that you're talking to. When you sit down to work, that's where you want to be spending the bulk of your time, guys, is in private messages behind the scenes with people. That's what's going to do it. Nothing else that you see coaches doing is what's really building their businesses. What's building their businesses is the stuff that you don't see. It's all those back and forth messages and that building relationship piece behind the scenes. So make sure that you're doing that. Just treat it like a business, like I said. If you guys need any help with, with your posts, make sure, this is just a quick tip, before you go to bed at the end of every night, just look through your wall. Number one, did I post on social media? And if you didn't, you better get something up. Number two, did I add value today? Did what I share on social media help someone in some way? Did it add value? Did it motivate? Did it inspire? Did I share a struggle and talk about how I overcame it? Number three, if I was a stranger, would I find myself interesting? Would I want to follow me? Or would I be looking at my post thinking, so what? All right. And number four, did I share at least 2 to 3 posts throughout the day? So I always do that still to this day, 2.5 years in. I look at my wall at the end of every day, and it's not perfect, guys, all the time. It's not going to be. I mean, stuff happens, but definitely ask yourself those questions. And whenever you make your post, just make sure that they're eye-catching. So you want to make sure, like if you're writing something longer, that you have a lot of white space. You have paragraphs, right? That your pictures, make sure your lens is clear and not smudged. And nice, bright, up-close photos are good. And some of the apps that you can use, I'm going to type them down here in the chat so that you can see. But I use, on my phone, I use Photify is one of them. That's my favorite one. It has all different inspirational things that you can write on it and different like icons. So Photify is one of them. There's also Word Swag is another one for the phone. There is Photo Mirror. Whoops, my typing is a little off here. Photo Mirror. There is Font Candy. It's another one. And if you are on the computer, I really like, my favorite one to use is canva.com. I like that one the best for the computer because it will save all of your images and you can actually edit them, like reuse them, go back in and edit and take out stuff, you know what I mean, and put new icons on it, whatever you want. And then there's another one too for the computer that I started out using when I first became a coach, which is called pickmonkey.com. And the only thing with that one is, guys, is that like once you make your photo, like say you make a photo of like you and your daughter doing a workout and you post this thing wording on it and you save it, like that's it. If you wanted to go back in and use that same picture again, you'd have to literally upload the same picture again from your computer and go back into it and write a whole new thing on it. You know what I mean? So you can't go back in and edit it once you've saved it. Whereas canva.com, you can do that. So it's, I don't know, I like Canva better. All right, does anybody have any questions about anything that I went over tonight? Definitely make sure your goal is to become an Emerald coach. This month, everyone should end the month as an Emerald coach, which means that you've helped 2 people get started on their health and fitness journey. You've signed up 2 people in the system as coaches with a challenge pack, and then you become an Emerald coach. And they go in the system as a coach. I sign everybody up as a coach because it gets them a discount. It gets them 25% off on Shakeology for the following month if they really love it and want to continue. And it gets them 25% off on any other program or product that they ever want to order without having to ever sell or promote or do anything. So I've actually only, in my 2.5 years of being a coach myself, I've only ever signed up 3 people in the system as customers, and that was only because they did not want to put in their social security number. If people know that they can go in the system as a coach and they don't actually have to coach, and it's just to help them save money, then they're usually all for that because they want to save money, right? So 2 people in the system, you become an Emerald coach. That's your very first rank. It's a very important rank because you can start earning cycle bonus money, guys, which ends up leading to residual income over time. All right, this is the income that ends up being that residual income, so that if you walk away from this business for a while and want to go on a maternity leave, your paychecks will still keep coming in more and more and more every week because of these team cycle bonuses. But you can't collect them until you become an Emerald coach. And they start small, but over time, guys, they compound. Like I said, end up being your main source of income. So Emerald coach, everyone, by the end of the month. And then we're all going to shoot to help 3 people get started on their health and fitness journey and get them signed up with challenge packs. That's the Shakeology with the actual workout program. That way you can hit Success Club. This is what builds your business. It's Success Club. And Beachbody took a survey and they looked at, statistically speaking, all the successful coaches in the network. What were these coaches doing? Why were they so successful? And it all came down to all of the successful coaches in this business were hitting what's called Success Club. And they were hitting it month after month after month after month. So I don't care what you have to do. You have to make it happen every single month. All right, just write it down. I'm going to hit Success Club. I'm going to help 3 people. That's the bare minimum by the end of the month so that you can hit Success Club 5. I'm going to be looking for your names, guys, on our chart when I do my leaderboards. So no pressure, but I want to help you guys build your business so bad. So I don't candy coat. I am very open book, and I will tell you exactly what you need to hear so that you can have success and hope that you guys actually do it behind the scenes. I can give you everything. I can give you all the top-notch training and knowledge that I have that I've learned, but the only thing I can't do is get behind that computer and do the work for you. So be committed, be self-disciplined, really think about like why you were put here on this earth. You know, we're all meant for greater things. We're all meant for more. It doesn't have to be this, oh God, I got to go into work now. I really don't like this. It doesn't have to be like that. It's not meant to be that way. So if you want things to change in your life, you have to be willing to do something different. Otherwise, you're going to still keep getting the same results time after time after time and after time again. All right. So I'm glad I have you guys here. I'm really excited for you guys to take this thing and rocket it up to the next level. And thanks for being here. And if you have any questions, let me know. I am here for you. Bye, guys.